Investing in small cap fund is like believing in the power of young potential. Introducing Canara Robeco Small Cap Fund. NFO opens on 25th January 2019. NFO closes on 8th February 2019. Market outlook. Macros favoring the markets. 2018 started with positive note. However, growth scare started from mid of the year with US-China trade war, crude reaching uncomfortable levels of $85 a barrel, Fed hiking rates faster than expected, and domestically, RBI changing its stance during the year. To our relief, towards the end of the year, fear of Fed hikes was retreated. Market cheered US-China considering some solution to the pending trade war. Crude prices stable at comfortable levels. Given these, a lot of pressure on India has subsided. RBIs towards the end of the year changed to calibrated tightening, which got coupled with OMOs. India beat most global markets in 2018. With the two major events of GST and demonetization behind us, in 2018, India is emerging as a strong performer, not only amongst the Asian markets but the global markets as well. Equity outlook. Macro environment turning favorable. Not only are the global factors looking favorable, but the resolution in sight of the domestic issues in the form of diminishing concerns on NBFC liquidity and bad asset quality of banks, GST rates getting corrected, suggest that overall Indian economy is expected to strengthen going ahead. As domestic investors are shying away from investing due to election concerns, following table clearly depicts the Sensex outperformance during all election periods for last 23 years. This table shows one who invests in the market 6 months prior to the election and stays for next 2.5 years, that is 2 years post-election, always could create decent wealth. Irrespective to the government in the center, post-election, government's commitments and reforms turns the market sentiments positive, which results in market rally. Demystifying small caps, where the regulator defines small caps as 251st company onwards in terms of market cap. We see small caps as tomorrow's potential large and mid-cap companies with strong business model, competent management, good governance and alpha generators. The total number of large cap companies are less than mid-cap, which in turn are lesser than small cap, but with respect to market capitalization, the story is inverse. Around 71% of market capitalization is of large cap stocks, whereas 28% of market capitalization is of 750 small companies. Post-recategorization, current small companies are getting defined. Post-recategorization, current small cap companies are defined as companies having market cap between 8,519 to 517, whereas earlier companies below 3,000 crore market cap used to get defined as small caps. With increase in universe of small cap category, small cap fund manager is definitely at the advantage. He gets universe of 750 stocks to select 50 odd stocks to build the portfolio, whereas mid-cap fund manager gets universe of 150 stocks and large cap fund manager gets universe of only 100 stocks to identify those 50 odd names in the portfolio. Nifty Small Cap 250 Index composition. Small cap index is well distributed across sectors compared to large caps. In order to participate in good healthcare or media or chemical or fertilizer sector, investor has to invest through small caps and cannot find those names in large cap space. Favorable times. Small caps perform well in low interest rate regime along with supportive commodity prices and favorable regulatory. While the size of these companies is small, they have strong growth potential. Small cap outperforms in favorable times. When we capture 3 uptrends for last 13 years, like in April 05 to March 08, March 09 to February 11, and February 13 to December 17, small cap outperformance can be clearly witnessed. Valuations. Chart 1 shows earnings uptake versus growth. Chart 2 depicts expected PE levels. Both these charts suggest valuations and earnings growth offer attractive risk-reward for small caps. Upward journey despite corrections. In the journey of Nifty Small Cap 250 since April 2005, every time markets have corrected and the index has made lows, they have never been reached again. The small cap index has created higher lows, which depicts that despite short-term volatility, the long-term trend is upwards. Time is now. Table shows small cap index generates superlative returns post the year following negative returns. Why Canara Robeco AMC? Stringent risk management is the key. Fund will invest in companies with no sector bias, which will help in achieving necessary diversification. In-depth analysis. Our expertise in selecting companies. We have an expertise of more than 13 years to manage and pick stocks across market cap. Expertise in choosing companies with good risk-adjusted returns. Our perspective on small caps. We believe that small caps are B2B companies aspiring to expand business by adopting B2C route. Companies which provide re-rating opportunities. Generally, small cap companies observe close promoters' commitment, which has a positive impact on businesses compared to large businesses. Nimble-footed. Being small size, they can quickly and smoothly adapt to the changes in technology or regulations. Canara Robeco Small Cap Fund. 65% of the portfolio will be of small cap stocks and remaining 35% will be mix of large, mid and small caps depending on the market environment. Stock-specific identification over top-down approach will be used to identify the portfolio. We will not demonstrate any specific growth or value style bias. However, our focus will be on growth potential companies with reasonable valuations. We are comfortable for P&L risks, but we will be very strict in picking good balance sheet businesses. Canara Robeco Small Cap Fund Product Positioning. Small cap fund portfolio is perceived to be riskier than mid caps, but less riskier than a thematic fund. Canara Robeco Small Cap Fund Portfolio Construct. At least 65% in small caps, high quality, sustainable businesses with reasonable valuation. 35% of the portfolio will be managed tactically. It could be in large, mid and small cap stocks depending on the view of the fund manager. During favorable environment, we can add high beta stocks, whereas if the market conditions are not supportive, we can have more allocations towards stable names. Being small cap space, stringent risk management is in place for selecting and monitoring the portfolio. Who should invest in the fund? While investing in the small cap category, the time horizon should be more than 5 years and client should have good risk appetite. Why invest in Canara Robeco Small Cap Fund? With 13 years of successful track record in managing investments across market cap, our endeavor is to focus on the companies with strong business models, competent management and good governance. Quality small caps are potential multi-baggers over long term. Stock selection will be based on consistent earnings and reasonable valuations. Fund would seek to manage the beta of the portfolio by allocating up to 35% of the portfolio across large, mid and small cap. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully before investing.